Hi everyone, it's me Lana, and today's video is going to be a little bit different and hopefully a little bit shorter for those of you that don't like the really long videos. But I'm going to be showing you some new products that I've been working on to hopefully sell and as well as just share with you all. So some of these products aren't fully finished. I have to either bake them and or clean them, and if you're not sure what the cleaning, it's just to get any extra fuzz or dust off of them and fully have them ready for purchase and everything like that. And some of them have gone through that process, but I haven't either added findings or what have you. I don't consider them fully finished. Some of them are, but the first one that I have is this kind of big, I say that relatively to what I make, little rain frog that I made. And I made it using, I think it was ivory or igloo in the souffle clay. And then I added the light green color on it using a pan pastel. And then if you saw the little nubs on them, those are just clear micro beads. And I figured I'd add that because I know some real frogs and toads, I don't really know that much about the difference between all of them, but, oh, sorry, but the frog is safe. But I know some of them have like little bumps and stuff like that on their skin. So I thought it would be cute. And of course, he got that. I thought that was so cute. And I really like how his little face came out. So I have that. A lot of these, like I said, they're products that are in progress of me making. Some I have to make more of, whatever, or add stuff to. But some of like the things like I also want to do is, I have a list of products I want to make still and like actually start, unlike these. So one of those being, or some of those rather, being micro animals. So I want to expand the types of animals that I offer. I want to make like micro chickens, for example, some other breeds of dogs rather than just pugs, which I love pugs. But I'm going to add like other colors of pugs and stuff like that. And so I'm excited to work on them, but it's also a little overwhelming, especially when I have the list. But if I don't have the list, then I don't get any of it done. So it's a give and take. But if you don't know, I am opening up my own website. So I want to have some new types of things and have it be a little bit more exciting and offer more options. So you might have seen these in last week's video. I think it was last week, maybe the week before. But I had made some chickens. I had a few people tell me they remind them of chickens from different games and stuff like that. I don't know. I just thought they were cute. They're relatively easy for me to make and make quickly, at least. So I had those colors, made one. This still has to kind of get cleaned up and everything like that, but this one was also made with ivory with like a light purple frill, but you can kind of see it, but I'll have to take pictures outside, and when I have those done, I'll upload those to my Instagram like I normally do. But I added various colors of pan pastels in different like rainbow colors, and I thought it came out really cute, and I thought it'd be really nice for Easter or springtime in general. This box of these are work in progress. These aren't even done, but they've at least been baked, so there's that at least. I have a lot of love bugs that I have to work on in all different sizes. So if you don't know, that is my original character, Lola the Love Bug, which is a character I created in 2020 with the help of my mom. And yeah, so I offer those in different ones. I have them in worry stones that aren't as flat, which I call Pocket Pals. I offer micro ones, which are the size, so about the size of my fingertip. And these I normally turn into either phone charms or earrings, depending on how many I have of a particular color. This is the original size, which is probably about an inch to an inch and a half long this way. And the micro and the original, as well as the jumbo, which I'll show that in a minute, they all normally have a little spot in the belly to hold their magic, which normally is like glitters or maybe like little clay sprinkles that I make and stuff like that. It's the jumbo one. So this one has seen better days. If I can get the dog fur off, I had to chop off the wings that it had because the wings broke, and I had made them with clays that I had mixed with translucent, so it looked like a rainbow. And the reason why they had broke off was because when I had made the colors, I wanted them all to be even. So I didn't roll them by hand. I used the clay extruder, and because of that, even though I added like the liquid baking adhesive in between, above and below each strip, it just was too fragile and they ended up snapping. She does have little rainbow nubs, and then if you want, you can hear it. So yeah, one of the things that I've really enjoyed doing recently, which is what inspired me to do the pastel chicken, is to use the pastels on clay in general for other projects, earrings. These will be sun catchers, but anyway, I'll show you them. So this one I made using the rainbow pastels, and then I used different size and color rhinestones for the centers. I'm gonna add something to the middle there. Originally I was thinking, oh, I'd like to have it kind of be drilled with like a bead hanging, but I was like, that's a lot to do, especially having it be so small. I'm not that good at doing that sort of thing, so I might paint it, but I'm not sure what colors just yet. Then I have this one. It's more of like a sunset theme, but same idea with the pastels and the rhinestones, but instead for those little circles on this one and for the corners here, I used mica powders and then covered those with a sealant. No, they're not put together, so I'm not going to show you those today. Sorry. But for the sake of time, you'll get it when you get it. For one of the things I'm most excited about that I started yesterday was making phone huggers, or that's what I figured I'd call it, phone or device huggers, because I know some people call them hippers, but I figured just to make sense, I don't know. I think that's a branded term also, the hipper, so I don't want to use that and then, whatever. But I thought it'd be so cute if I could make all sorts of ones, so that way you could use it. I tested it on my sister's phone and it did fit. But, so you could use it on your phone, you could use it on your Switch like I was gonna. So, I have them in a couple of animals. So this is one that I was working on. You can kind of see if it put against the white door. It's a little snake. You can see it. You can't. That's okay. But what I'll end up doing is once these are baked and cleaned and everything like that, is I'm gonna add double-sided tape to the flat side of them. So on this one, it'll be probably around their stomach or so. And it's about the same for the others, honestly. That way, when you stick them on, they'll actually stay on. But that's how the little snake will look. So it's a little buddy looking over to see how your game is going or whatever you want to put it on. I know some people are using things like that for like reading devices and stuff like that. I don't have any of those, but could do that, a tablet, whatever. I gotta be careful with these because like I said, they're not baked yet. But, so I have this one, got little paws and everything, a little nub tail. It's a little teddy bear. Isn't it cute? Oh, I love it. I don't know. It's so hard because once I made it, I was like, oh, I want to keep it. But I was also like, I need something to sell though, too. I know I can make more, but still. Then I have this one. It's a little Frenchie, or French bulldog if you don't know. So he got little paws too, the little nub tail. And he's there too. I gotta fix the ears a bit because I know like they're a little off. At least to me they are, but then the last one that I have so far, which I'm sure I'll end up making a lot more today, is, you guessed it, a pug. I love it. So he got, of course, he got the little curly tail and the little paws. I do have to add color to around their eyes, like how they normally, most pugs, I want to say normally, but most pugs have the dark snout, the dark spots around the eyes, and the dark ears. So he already has the snout and the ears that are dark, but I figured I'd add it with chalks or maybe with paint to add that area around the eyes. So that way it's not too dark and make it really kind of muddy. I made it that way so that way I could check and see how I liked it. And if I did want to actually go through with adding those things, I could, rather than have it like this, add one of those and either have to cut it or wash it in some way. That'd be too much work. So yeah, I'm super excited for how those are coming out and the rest of the stuff. And I'm hoping that I can get most of these things finished fairly soon, so that way in the beginning of April I can finally open my brand new shop and share these things with you all. So if you did want one for yourself, you can always get one. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have any suggestions on what you would like for either a hugger or any other items that you'd like to see me make, please let me know down below. And I hope you all have a